Three poems at the cross. The first of these, very, very brief, entitled Palms. Carousel Christian, roll up, penny for your thoughts, cross my palm with silver, cross my palms. The second was written for a family service in Easter 2014. That's the title of it. And what we hear are a series of voices. You hear the adults asking the questions, the children are answering back, and then in the second half of the poem, Jesus is really reflecting the same questions, but telling us what he sees and what he hears. So, Easter 2014. Standing around the cross on a hill at Calvary, people are looking up, but what do they see? I see a criminal. I see a slave. I see a broken man in need of a grave. Gathered there beneath the cross, smell the sweat, the fear. Jews and Gentiles, soldiers, priests, but what do they hear? I hear the cursing. I hear despair. I hear that others think it's just not fair. Hanging from the centre cross on Calvary, Jesus is looking down, but what does he see? I see a criminal. I see a slave. I see a broken man I came to save. And if we gather at the cross, what will we hear? Words spoken by the Saviour, words to conquer fear. Father, forgive them. Father, forgive. Father, it is finished. Let them live. Now, our third poem is longer, and we hear 7 different people's voices as they speak from the cross. We'll hear the women, the soldiers, Simon, the priests, John, the people, Mary, each of them in turn speaking and reflecting on what they see and hear. And you'll notice that alternatively there's a positive and a negative response to it all. So 7 speak from the cross, and we begin with the women. Stood at the foot of the cross, eyes once bright with expectation and delight, glazed, all hope raised, dashed by insouciance and despair. The soldier. What? I saw nothing. Nothing new. Another death. They say he died his last breath, a noble one. I say he died a Roman one. So may all enemies of the state. All hail Caesar. Simon. By all rights, I should not have been there at all. My Passover pilgrimage, culmination of a Jerusalem journey, requisitioned a Roman fiat, a Latin imperative, carry the cross. And bearing the patibulum, I found myself preparing the way for Messiah, a new Elijah. The priests. We cawed, we crowed, the great pretender strung up, hung out to dry on Calvary Road. It was expedient. We watched him die, this late defender of the faith. An inconvenience at best, at worst a sword to shaft our quisling collaboration. John. He was my Lord. A servant should not outlive his master. Yet when he gave the word, my mother, your mother, my heart grew faster, my part to preserve in death absurd in life, all I can give. The people? Well, we sneered, we sniffed, we cocked a snoot and shouted, "One last trick, but make it quick. Come on down, Messiah, you little liar." He didn't seem to hear. Perhaps he wasn't thinking clear, and in the end we didn't give a hoot, and so we cheered. Mary. He was my boy. He was God's boy, God's son. The angel intimated he was mine on loan. And Simon said there would be a sword and it would pierce. Oh, fierce and unrelenting pain, my soul, my firstborn son, how can I give you up?